everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashley. If you're new here, please subscribe, push that like button because this video is gonna be good. This is my apple pie video, so those of you who want to know how to make an easy apple pie, this is it. This is what I've grown up with all my life, and I can't wait to show it with you. I do use regular crescent dough, pie crust, or Great Value, whatever comes handy. I have made homemade crust before and it does turn out very good. But if you're just wanting to do an easy apple pie, this is the way to do it. So here we go, you guys. This is the apple pie. And first of all, let me just say this mechanism, I call it the peeler core slicer, whatever you want to call it, it is a lifesaver. If you don't have one of these, get one. It is totally worth the money. And I think it's about 16 bucks, but it's really awesome. It peels those apples so quick, and my mom and I used to be able to make about 8 apple pies in 2 hours with this thing. It's amazing. And after you peel them and core them and slice them, you cut them up into those small little apple pieces for your apple pie. I already had some apple pieces in my bowl. Those apples were from a previous apple pie I had already made. But that's about maybe an apple's worth of apple pieces. And as you can see, there's about 7 or 8 apples here, and I cut all of them up for one pie. I use ground cinnamon, about 2 tablespoons. I actually guesstimate. I've been making these pies forever, so I kind of pretty much already know how much to make. Nutmeg, about a teaspoon. Pumpkin pie spice. This is new compared to what my mom and I used to make. It just adds to the different spices and makes it awesome. And about a teaspoon of that. Cloves. I do about a half a teaspoon of cloves because they're so strong. Mix it up real good. And if you want, you can also add a little bit more cinnamon if that makes you happy. And here's a lifesaver. It's tapioca. It's dried tapioca. You sprinkle it in. It actually helps with consistency after it has been baked, so it's not too runny. Here I'm getting my pie crust out. This stuff is pretty easy. You just flatten it out. I typically would also use a rolling pin to kind of flatten it out some more, but I was just trying to be quick about it. Place it in your pan nice and carefully. Make sure all the edges are flat to the wall of the pan. I make some hole indentations on the bottom with a fork. Helps for air circulation. And then I also add just some slivers of butter on the bottom, not huge pieces. Probably only about a tablespoon total. This helps with solidifying it a little bit more. And just start filling it up. You're gonna notice here that I mound up this apple pie because what happens when it cooks, the apples tend to soften and will sink in a good way, of course. It's what apple pies do. The more packed in, the better. And finally, I take pretty much half of a cube of butter and I cut it up in small pieces and just place it nice and evenly on top of the apples. I sprinkle in a little bit more tapioca and getting the top of the apple pie crust ready. This is probably my favorite part of making an apple pie, is putting that top crust on. You just feel so successful afterwards, and also decorating the edges is one of my favorite things to do. It's pretty much flip and pinch, flip and pinch, flip and pinch. So pretty. Finally, you pierce the top of the crust for air circulation. I do it in a lot of spots just because I've had an apple pie kind of bubble up on me before. Now I take 2 pieces of aluminum foil, spread them out, and put the apple pie right on top and fold over the aluminum foil. I also put another aluminum foil on top to wrap it up a little bit better. You can cook it just like this or put it in the freezer just like this and save it for later. I'll cook it at 350 to 375. If it's frozen, I'll cook it for almost an hour. If it's not frozen, I'll cook it for about a half an hour. But in this case, I'm putting it in the freezer, saving it for Thanksgiving. Thank you all so much for watching my channel. And again, if you love this channel, please put a like button on there. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!